Now, a new game's come out called Wicked Seed. Uh, what people are talking, I have what reviewers have been saying about it. It got very high user ratings on Steam with around 93 to 95% reviews overall. And recent reviews are overwhelmingly positive, indicating strong feedback from players who have tried it. Many reviewers highlight the game's strong homage to classic survival horror, especially comparisons to Resident Evil and Parasite Eve. Critics and players alike note it feels like a love letter to those older games rather than just a cheap imitation. The combat system gets frequent praise. Many players say it's tactical and satisfying, blending real time dodging and parrying with strategic decisions, with some even calling it one of the game's best features. Some community members describe the gameplay as snappy and crunchy, surprisingly fun and deep, especially for an indie title made mostly by one developer. Reviews from outlets like Game Critics describe Wicked Seed as atmospheric and thoughtful, praising its environment, sound design, and tension building rather than jumping scares. The narrative is described as rewarding curiosity and exploration with puzzles that contribute to the horror vibe. A common note for players is that the game shows its indie roots. Some mention occasional jankiness or visual roughness, unexpected clipping, low resolution textures, user interface quirks, and moments that feel rough around the edges. A few players even initially dismissed the game based on screenshots or first impressions, only to be pleasantly surprised by how much they enjoyed the actual gameplay when the game came out. In Reddit communities, many players say Wicked Seed exceeded expectations, especially given its low price and solo dev origin. Some specifically point out that the combat, story, and progression systems keep it engaging. There are also comments about how the game looks, with some initially dismissing it based on art style or marketing, but then discovering there's a much more depth when they actually play. So, players and reviewers alike see Wicked Seed as a surprisingly strong modern survival horror RPG, especially for an indie title. It's praised for its solid combat, strong atmospheric design, and respect for classic horror influences, even if it has a few rough technical edges. And many feel it's well worth checking out, particularly for fans of old school survival horror who enjoy tactical gameplay and mystery exploration. So, if you're a survival horror fan, you like games like Resident Evil or Parasite Eve, then you might want to check out Wicked Seed because a lot of people seem to, if they trashed the game before it came out, they played it and were surprised with how much they liked it. And that's been the story for anyone who's played it. They walk away surprised with, wow, this was great. And this is an indie game, so it's not some big developer that made it. So it might not be. I didn't check prices, but if it's an indie game, it might not be full price. So you might want to check it out if you can play Wicked Seed. All right, the next story.